Good evening, and welcome back to the news. Our top story tonight. Experts believe that renowned epic fantasy author Brandon Sanderson has seen a recent surge in popularity as crowds all across the globe have begun chanting the phrase, "Let's go Brandon." For more on that story, here's a montage I created.
Here is our weekly update. I am still working on Wax and Wane 4. It's going really well. I am 7,000 words into it. I have had 3 very solid days of writing.
Let's go, Brandon. We've been reading your comments. You want us to talk about Let's Go, Brandon.
We have a new Reckoners novel. It is only in audio right now. It is coming out on Thursday. It was a really good week of writing. I did about 10,000 words on the book. This is how you finish a book. 1 word at a time, each day, chipping away at that.
Let's go, Brandon.
I just went over 20%. Bing. We also have a book release this week. We have the wide release on The Dark One.
Let's go, Brandon.
Once this phrase kind of took off, it's shown up everywhere on social media. It's been on the floor of the House. It's shown up in songs, and it's been in a lot of public protests, too.
I have finished part 1 of Wax and Wane 4. I'm like 40,000 words into the book.
Let's go, Brandon!
Cytonic. We have announced the name of the 3rd book in the Skyward series. We've announced the release date. It's up for pre-order. We've got a cover. Everything's going well.
Let's go, Brandon!
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's go, Brandon.
This was a pretty solid week for writing for me. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule going into Friday. We did pass, bing, 50%.
Let's go, Brandon. Okay, all right.
We are here to announce that Sunreach is coming out tomorrow.
Has there ever been a person in history that has more support than this fellow Brandon?
Let's go, Brandon!
It seems like that is the most popular person I've ever come across. Everyone is in support of this Brandon fellow.
Hey, I'm 2/3 of the way through the book and then about 5 weeks out from hopefully finishing it.
My whole take on the Let's Go Brandon thing is that it's kind of funny.
Just passed over 2/3. I'm more like 70%. Bing! For Wax and Wane 4. This is the novella starring Alanique and her alien perspective on Skyward flight, and I think you're really, really going to enjoy it. So that's out tomorrow. We are getting to the final stretch. I have it at 85% right now as this recording is happening. It's time for some celebrations because, bing, Wax and Wane 4 is done, 100%.
The phrase "Let's go Brandon" has gone viral and can now be found on t-shirts and lawn signs across the country. Here to comment on "Let's go Brandon" phenomenon is Brandon. Yes, it's me! Brandon.
I, right now, am pre-writing for Skyward 4, and I'm about 20%. Bing of that. I have finished the pre-writing for Defiant and will be starting it on Monday.
In a sense, what does it matter what I have to say? Because the whole thing can be summarized with the simple phrase, "Let's go, Brandon." Brandon, let's go.
Although it's quite obvious to fantasy fans what the movement is really about, Sanderson, the author of many best-selling series including the Stormlight Archive, Mistborn, Reckoners, and Skyward, has remained silent on the movement. An anonymous leader of the movement released these demands. We, the people of the Let's Go Brandon movement, hereby demand the following. A faithful, high-budget, long-form live adaptation of Sanderson's Cosmere, a series of blockbuster films and/or television series as interconnected and expansive as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, only better, and the best talent Hollywood has to offer to write, direct, and star in this new cinematic universe. With the success of recent adaptations including The Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, not Season 8, not Foundation, and hopefully The Wheel of Time, the next step seems obvious. Adapt Brandon Sanderson, and do it right. Also, experts are quite sure there's quite literally no one else these crowds could be chanting about. The lead singer of The Killers, Brandon Flowers? No. People prefer to attend his live concerts and chant the words to Somebody Told Me, not Let's Go Brandon. Actor Brandon Routh? No. His Superman film was just okay, and he hasn't really been in anything since. Brandon Smith? No. That's just a name I made up. In this reporter's opinion, we should give the people what they want. They are this close to rioting. All we, they, are asking for is a multi-million-dollar adaptation of Sanderson's work, handled by the most creative minds and the best talent possible. One member of the movement, who wished to remain anonymous, had this to say.
Brandon Sanderson is one of the greatest epic fantasy writers of all time. Without a doubt, he's one of the greatest authors currently living, and he's been totally ignored by the Hollywood elites. And over the past decade, while other prominent epic fantasy authors, who shall remain nameless, have twiddled their thumbs and failed to deliver their promised works, Brandon has written and published dozens of books, most of them totally awesome. Patrick and George could learn a thing or two from Brandon about work ethic. I'm a Sanderson evangelist, and we need to seize this moment. So from here on out, every time you hear someone chant, "Let's go Brandon," know that it is us. Every time you see someone post a comment with the words, "Let's go Brandon," know that it is us, the grassroots Brandon Sanderson adaptation movement. It's your duty to immediately engage with people chanting or commenting, "Let's go Brandon." Start talking to them about your favorite Brandon Sanderson works and our demands for a multi-million dollar adaptation of the Cosmere, overseen and handled by the greatest talent in Hollywood. Let's go Brandon Sanderson.
Amen. That's all for this evening. As always, please remember to like and subscribe. And don't forget to let us know in the comments below your list of demands for casting and directing of the Cosmere adaptation. We hope to see you back here soon. Thank you and good night.